We are able. Those who wish to engage in private enterprise for their own personal benefit will always be free to do so, and there will all.
Okay, bad. I'm back. My bad. I just got reminded to do something and just wanted to go ahead and get out of the way. Right? All right. But um, let me see this. Brandon in the building. I'm posting a link right now to the chat. Hopefully it fucking pops up. There's a lot of time to fucking chat. Should be cussing this early in the stream. But anyway, the chat won't even show up. It won't even show up. But I'll leave it there and let it load and see what it do. Shout out to my brother Brandon Bay. So that's just it. Okay, yeah. So niggas is destroying black folks, man. That's basically what sums up the last stream, right? That's how I want to title this coming back in. It's the now niggas and black folks. This is the catchy thing. Niggas and black folks are the same motherfuckers. Not all black folks is niggas, but all niggas is black folks. Ain't that some shady, shiesty shit? So it's like when niggas do something, they say black folks are doing this. Black folks not doing that. Black people who are black and accept they black and want to be black and want to do better for blacks and see blacks in a better position. Um, and it's not a monolith. They all don't want the same thing, but they do have, whether it's more recognition, in this country, judicially, in the Supreme Court, or they want more voting power, or whatever it is. But the thing is, like Domo say, the Constitution says you can't do anything for a race. I'm gonna try to pull that up because I don't mind saying, like Domo said, but I'm gonna try to pull that up. Let me try to pull that up right quick. Uh, did they put the chat up yet? Oh, there go the chat. Okay, so here go the link. If anybody want to join the panel, pinning the link. All right. So let me try to look this up. Constitution. No ad for race. And it says something. Of course, it's going straight to the 14th Amendment. I don't know if Dummer was interpreting that as so. It was designed to assure to the colored race the enjoyment of all the civil rights that under the law are enjoyed by white persons. They say by the colored race. So in the Constitution, the 14th Amendment is for the colored race. But I don't even, what is the colored race? Yeah, let me see. Of course it is. So, which Dumbo comment the channel, but he don't. So anyway, if you can't do anything for a particular race, I mean, black people have to get whatever black people would like to get for black people in the group of mixed people. Black people are gonna either have to just be wiped out. Like, okay, we stand next to Asians and Arabs and say we minorities, and we say, yeah, we won't like just think about that. Think about how hard and how dumb it is to say, give black people reparations. It's the descendant of a slave, this because you can't do nothing for black people. The government has never stood up and said, let's do this for black people. Ever. Not even Obama. Not even fucking Obama. Not even fucking Obama. But here we are with the Black Migration Program, and these are the people who see the there's no hope. There's no hope. They lost all hope in one system or another, or a combination of systems, and they say, I want to separate from that. Now I could live here, but I don't want to whatever degree it is. Cool. Then let's focus on that. Let's stop watching those niggas over there do what they do, and then say black folks need to get their shit together. No, 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 no. Just cause you call yourself a nigga, and I call myself, I say nigga. If I just cause you call yourself a nigga and you a Christian, don't make you black. Don't make you black. That's not what black is. Black is not an option. We didn't define black. And that's what we're trying to do now. That's what we're doing now. We're defining black. That's it. And we want a nation for those black people. And all black people should get together and help all black people do what they need to do. So if you think more black people should vote, then all black people should vote. All black people should. Who do you think we should vote for? Let's do this systematically. Don't just say just vote. Just vote. No. You should have more information in that. Who am I voting for? That's all you got to tell a lot of black people. Then they'll say why. But a lot of black people don't even ask you why. Because I don't give a fuck about my vote. Who you want me to vote for? Bet. Because I want to prove to you this shit don't work. I want to see 100% of black people vote for a president and then watch you sit back for 8 years and not get shit done for black people. That's what I want you to see. That's what I know's gonna happen. That's what I've seen. We're 14% of the nation, and we don't get 14% of the representation. We get zero. We gotta be privatized or minority or homosexual or one of these other groups. But we can't say, yo, black people want this for black people. Obama told you get it in the whirlwind. He said you gotta get it in the whirlwind. Trump didn't just give black people checks. But guess what? What niggas did with their checks got popularized. What niggas did with their checks, they was like, look. So either way, back to the destruction of a black civilization, just to hit these couple points.
Always be some pride in pointing out this or that rich black capitalist. When we consider the welfare of the whole community, however, we are getting back to a base when we can
Let me take it
to
back to
the
that
only
point.
position respected at this stage of human development. 3. It was stated above that we would continue to push for equal employment and political opportunities on all fronts. The sadly missing link, however, is that we ourselves have done little to create employment opportunities. If we say that as a race we are too poor to engage in productive activities that would create thousands of jobs for our young people, if we continue traditional pleas of poverty, our total spending of 42 to 50 billion dollars each year rises up to call us liars. We are able. Those who wish to engage in private enterprise for their own personal benefit will always be free to do so, and there will always be some pride in pointing out this or that rich black capitalist. When we consider the welfare of the whole community, however, we are getting back to a basic African ideology, which is that the welfare of the people as a whole takes priority over that of the individual. The organization will be a national community made up of the numerous.
Now, how we don't get that? How do we lose that principle? You being rich is not bigger than us being fed. You being rich is not bigger than us being housed, clothed. But yet we have a culture built by niggas where they hoard all the money. They get access. They po niggas with us. Then they become rich niggas and turn to us and start saying, "Look at my belt, look at my glasses, look at my watch, look at my car, nigga. Look at your people. Look at your people. What are you doing? How insulting is that?" Every black person on earth supposed to put out a fucking record. Every earth supposed to play basketball. Every black person on earth supposed to play football. Every black person on earth supposed to be a boxer in the professional leagues, making it to $1 million. Why as a whole, we're failing. We're failing. There's no attempt to better black people going on nowhere in America. It's not. 16 people going to buy 16 homes on 16 acres is not bettering black people. It bettered them, those 16 families of black people. But that's what the conversation is. Those homes don't house no other black people. They're not saying we bought homes and now y'all come here, live with us, stack your bread, and then build you a home. No. It's get your money out there, however you got your money out there. Because we got our money. Get your bread and come build a home with us. It wasn't no plan. It wasn't no. Oh, shit. Get your bread and then do something for yourself. Black power. What the fuck? What the fuck? If black people got access to $40 billion, there's no reason why black folks are looking like black folks. There's no reason to drive a Benz, a Lexus, and I know y'all gonna have your Benz, your Lexus. I'm not gonna me saying this won't increase your pay on your car or nothing. There's no reason for black people to be driving in Lexuses, Benzes, Maybachs, private jets. There's no reason for that. There's a reason to feed people. There's a reason to house people. We need to start bringing up children who are born in those conditions. Fuck the parent. Okay, they fucked their life up. Now, what we gonna do is institute a program where we go get us land and build homes and have programs to bring other people in. Get your home. I'm not mad at that. Get your home. I definitely understand that. But then what? Then it's time to start creating systems that replace the systems with your oppressors. We need our own housing authority. We need our own food program. We need our own medical program. We need our own spiritual program. We need clothing, education. We need to do that. We need to do that. We got access to that. We got able bodies and we got bread. You can't tell me you don't got bread. There's no way in hell behind enemy lines 100 black people should have $1,000,000. 1,000 black people got $1,000,000, and you don't see nothing shake. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Not a scratch, not a nothing. We're able to have P. Diddy, J. Prince, Dr. Dre, Eminem, that's Black Money. We're able to have Michael Jordan, LeBron James, a team. We got a whole team of millionaires and billionaires. We got a whole team of billionaires and trillionaires, 100,000aires. Nobody bids in the building. We damn near treat us the same as they treat us. So even if we had that, I just wonder when it comes to black women, which system would be more beneficial. And I mean, I could see to the conversation because to me, what black women are saying, the benefits and where they have their concerns is protection from violence and access to money. So it's like I don't want to have to be your wife to be able to take care of myself. And I don't want to be beat by the men that's closest to me. Attacked by the men that's closest to me, murdered by the men that's closest to me. The this system definitely replaces that system. There's nobody moving into this land that's that's not protecting the black woman, and that's not, being what it's an equal playing field. I've never seen when I was younger. One thing I used to say is the white woman struggle ain't the black woman struggle. White women getting treated hard. Oh, you can't drive, you can't this, you can't that. I said I never seen black people treat they women like that. If I go, you go. If I could get a driver's license, you get a driver's license. If I can own land, you can own land. If I can get a job, you can get a job. If I can have a bank account to get savings, you can have a bank account to get savings. I never was exposed to that. But I was exposed to white men oppressing white women with civil rights, being able to, like, women just in the house. Women just in the house until the man come get them and take them out and do something. And that sounds horrible. But this ain't that society. This ain't that society. We have thousands more of black millionaires. Yeah. And that shouldn't coexist with the conversations we having. That's why celebrities and athletes, they don't make those comments. They don't say white people need to pay for what white people did to black people. Because they got their bread. And the conversation is, well, while we wait on their hearts to change, why don't we do something for us? Or do you need another car or another mansion or another watch or your wife need another bag, another pair of shoes? Why don't we do something for us? If many black people view on success as getting out of blackness and into whiteness, you can expect those who think like that to put back into a community they feel they escape. And this is the understanding which I preach. Whatever you want for black people, whatever solution, whatever solution. If you want to be more comfortable here in the streets of New York, the streets of LA, the streets of Houston, the streets of Atlanta, the streets of Indianapolis, if you want to live in these non-black communities, because even if black people are the residents there, it's not your community. They put your ass right up out that motherfucker and turn that bitch to a mall. Build a highway right through that shit. It's not your community. If you want to live in these areas, we're gonna fight for you to be as comfortable as possible in those areas. That's it. But once you get comfortable in those areas, don't turn your back on the people who say, I'm still gonna go over here, get our own land and fight to build our nation. The key is to build to get a nation. All of these other things get taken care of along the way. That's it. So it's like, even if you want to get into what we're calling whiteness, you want to experience the bag and the clothes and the food and the buildings, the art, or whatever it is. You don't want to fight oppression, or whatever other caveat it is. Cool, cool. But then when you get in that situation, when you get in that position, use your influence to help the fight to keep going until the last nail is nailed in. That's it. We don't do that. At that time, both was forced, so both suck. Facts. And it's super sad because many of us pointing to them and uplifting them is the reason they are where they are, but they don't care. We teach love for others, not for self. Sad. Yeah, obviously. And then the others don't even have to make sense. It's not like what I see people doing is being influenced by influence. If you got influence already, guess what? I'll get influenced by you. But if you ain't got no influence, what am I gonna let you influence me for? That's it. So if people got money, people can get money. If a person, remember, part of the life is that you are free from the financial crisis. The financial crisis is the base. We're broke. There's no food. There's no nothing. And then once you get out of that, then you're important. You're influential. People listen to you because you're out of that. So a lot of the times they just give money to these people just to get them out of that situation so they could be influential. One day Kodak Black is a broke drug addict kid on Instagram. He get a bag and he's a rich drug addict kid on Instagram and he gets super duper influence. Super duper influence. Yeah, that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. And I necessarily wouldn't change it because that's what we need to see. We need to see Kodak Black story. We need to see King Von's story. We need to see these stories. We need to see Young Thug's story. We need to see these stories. This is the evidence. This is the proof. This is the that convinced me. That convinced me. Trust me. I'm not arguing with you no more. Shit, I don't know why we ain't get it when Michael Jackson said they don't give a fuck about us. Michael Jackson got so rich, out of poverty, from Gary, out of poverty, buying zoos and putting them in the back of his house. And guess what? He didn't say life is sweet, life is fine, I love you. He said they don't give a fuck about us, man. Trust me, y'all. They don't give a fuck about us. That's crazy. That's crazy. So either rich people shut the fuck up and continue to get their money, or they end up saying they don't give a fuck about us. Time after time after time. No black person ever got rich and said everything is fine up here. They care about us. Y'all just need to pull yourself up by the bootstrap. No black person that ever got rich and said it's okay up here. They either said they don't give a fuck about us. Well, I ain't seen nothing. I even put Lil Wayne in the middle. That white man went filming me. But the thing is, that white man that's filming you, he probably getting that bag. He probably getting that bag. And his kids going to college and being connected to a system that makes sure they get established, be able to get that bag. See, you don't got that option. Y'all motherfuckers getting frustrated at these colleges, and y'all quiet about that. All these black rich people putting their money into these universities and not getting what they wanted out of it. Cause you could get the degree, but then where your rich ass hip hop daughter gonna be a doctor at, a lawyer at, a physician at? It ain't gonna make sense. And she not gonna say, "Oh yeah, my millionaire daddy put me through college, and now I'm making millions." No, no, I haven't seen that happen once. And then you saw they had the case where it was like people was buying fucking diplomas for college. People was paying for their children's grades. You ain't doing that. You ain't doing that. I don't even think there was no black people caught up in that. All white people. You ain't connected to that system where you could pay for your kids' college grades. You ain't connected to that system. That system is white people saying, "Hey, I want to see better white people." Ain't none of them white motherfuckers tapping LeBron James on the shoulder saying, "Hey, if you get your kid in this college for this amount of money, we make sure them grades stay cool." No, no. What? When motherfuckers do get money, it's like only the niggas get highlighted. Where it's like, yo, look what they doing with their money. Why give niggas money? Yeah, it just don't make no sense to me, man. It just don't make no sense to me. It's like it's a graveyard. It's a graveyard. I don't give a fuck. How cool white people is, black people with money need to be taken care of. The system in which black people are living in. That's it. That's it. But instead, a lot of them get the bag, marry a white woman. You know, then you can't have that black conversation with a white woman. You cannot stand there and be 100% honest about what black people went through, what black people need to have done with no white woman that gave you some mixed kids. Uh, uh,
Black communities. In demanding rights, it will also assume the race's responsibility for creating some of the opportunities itself. The most crucial point to be considered and remembered is the vast difference between what the blacks do as a race from the viewpoint of world opinion and what a black individual does. 4. Not unity just for unity, but unity for great achievements, not one of which can be realized without it. The first great understanding should be that the unity we seek cannot be achieved by organization alone. Even an organization of several million members will have no lasting basis for existence unless the total membership is mutually and individually involved in activities which each feels is important and will be directly beneficial to him in his own lifetime. Direct membership.
Now, to that point, it's fucked for a lot of us. I don't expect what I'm working toward to actually affect my life. I know it'll affect my children's lives and put them in a position to put their children in a position, but I'm looking for a black nation. I live in a fucking hut all while this process is going. I don't never at no point need a 10-room mansion. I never at no point need none of that goofy shit. I need the process of building a black nation to happen. That's what I need. Now, I'm working toward getting me a house so that my wife can be comfortable and have what she needs to live a healthy life. We working toward that. You should too. But that's the individual, the the micro. We need to focus on the group, the macro. So um, I'm willing to work toward points that won't necessarily better my life or affect me at this point in time. Just so that you can see it's really about black people so that you can work with me, even if you don't want a black nation, to help me finish the process of black people becoming a nation.
By families may turn out to be more important than one based on a federation of existing organizations. Actual unity will be achieved not by preaching, pleading, or exhortations, but almost unconsciously as people work together for mutual benefits to each other and the advancement of the race as a whole. Meaningful, practical activities which involve even children in attacking the problems of their race will be the cement, which we call unity. The second great understanding should be that the economic activities are so fundamental in any truly upward movement, so clearly indispensable at this stage in history, that it should be unnecessary to state it even. The still existing slave mentality causes millions of us to shy away from this basis of life itself because it requires more initiative, training, and work, and less talk than politics. Consequently, the overall picture we present to the world is that of a race of dependent job seekers, ourselves unable to engage in the large-scale production of any of the necessities of life, whether they are the shoes and clothing we wear or the food we eat. Hence, the billions of dollars we spend each year just in these categories. We eat